What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today we've got just a little T2 Ashes in preparation for the Ashes, which is starting today. The coverage has actually started. I've tried to do this video about 4 times and have just failed every single time. So basically what we have here is the lineup. I'll go to the England one in just a second, but this is the lineup for the Australians heading into the first game at the Gabba. So we've got David Warner up top with Cam Bancroft, who will be making his debut, getting his baggy green. Usman Khawaja at 3, Steve Smith at 4. Now we saw this a lot around the summer, and that was last summer, and that was to break up Warner and Smith, the two obviously senior players in the side. Peter Handscomb at 5, Shaun Marsh at 6. Now this is a huge talking point. Shaun Marsh, for my mind, should not be in there, and there's a lot of people who are outraged by it. Tim Paine playing his first international, I believe, in 7 years, so he's back in the side. People saying that he is the best gloveman going around in the country. We've got Pat Cummins at 8. A lot of people are saying that he is going to have to play a role, in the Australian camp are actually saying that he is going to play a role similar to Mitchell Johnson in the 2013-2014 Ashes, where he'll be used in very short, sharp spells, and he'll be looking to just pitch it in short and just be very, very aggressive. Mitchell Starc in there, we know what he can do. Nathan Lyon, nice Gary. We're going to put him as a second bowler just because I do want to have a bowl with a spinner. And then Josh Hazlewood at number 11. So Chad Sawyer's not in the side, and obviously Matt Renshaw has been dropped for Cam Bancroft. So it'll be interesting to see how he does go. I think the Australians probably have a bit more of a settled side than the English, and we will get to them right now. So I'm going to put on the test, the T2 Ashes. So a lot of emphasis really on Alistair Cook and Joe Root inside that top 4. You know, Stoneman, I think, is still very new at international level. James Vince has been in and out of the side. He has played a lot of Big Bash. So he will be used, I guess, a little bit to Australian conditions, but the Australians will know a bit about him. Joe Root at 4, as I said, a lot of emphasis on the captain in this Ashes series. David Malan, number 5. Pretty much an unknown, I guess, to the Australians. He did, I believe, hit 100 in one of the tour games. Moeen Ali at 6. They would have seen enough of this guy to know about him. Normally it's the other way around. So normally he's batting at 7 and Bairstow is at 6. But that has been changed around because the English camp believe that Bairstow is better at batting with the tail than Moeen Ali. So he's at 7. Chris Wokes makes the first of 4 seamers in this side. Jake Ball has been named as a 4th seamer ahead of Craig Overton, I believe. That was changed on Wednesday morning from memory. And then Stuart Broad and James Anderson. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on these guys with the new ball to get wickets. Otherwise it could be a very long tour for the Poms. So we will go and ready that up. Now I'm going to make sure, okay, so I'm going to change the settings just to have the rain as none, because the last couple of times I have tried to do this, and we'll have fine, there we go. The last couple of times I have tried to do this, we have had the game shortened, and I mean, it is crazy to think that a bloody T2 game, a 2-over game, could be shortened. But let's go and get into the gameplay section and talk a little bit more about the first test at the Gabba. We're in. It's a fine day here at Allan Border Field. Now, if you haven't played at this ground yet and do want to have a run fest, I definitely recommend going and checking it out. Really short boundaries, like all of them are under 60 metres. Here are those 2 sides that we were looking at again. Obviously, Cam Bancroft is playing in his first Ashes test, playing on debut. Tim Paine, Peter Handscomb, possibly even Usman Khawaja. This is the first Ashes tour for them. Pat Cummins, it definitely is. I think it's the first. I said no rain, and there's an 82% chance of rain. What is this? I don't understand. Steve Smith's got the coin. England are going to call. And Australia have won the toss. And we are going to have a bowl first, just because apparently there's an 82% chance of rain. I don't see where it is, because it looks bloody awesome, to be fair. And this is now going to give us, I guess, some time to talk about not only the first test, but the series in general. We see Alistair Cook coming out here now with an average of 1 not out. Brilliant, Alistair. That is absolutely awesome. And then Mark Stoneman down at the other end. Now, he has played, he's played a few test matches already. I don't think he's scored 100. He's got a couple of 50s. And he's starting to look a bit more comfortable towards, I guess, the end of, well, I guess, you know, the later on in his test career, the more comfortable he has gone and got. So, as I said, it will be interesting to see how he goes. Alistair Cook, he is going to have to deliver big time in this series. I think if he doesn't, then England, as I said, are going to be looking at a very, very long tour. Now, Mitchell Starc, we all know what he can do. This isn't his first Ashes test. It's not his first rodeo. He is the leader of this Australian attack. He is going to have to go out there with Joshy Hazelwood and obviously Pat Cummins, the young, up-and-coming, quick, who, you know, we have seen plenty of him, to be fair. It's not as though he's a new player to the international scene. He has been playing international cricket for a long time. He's been dogged by injury. He seems to finally be fit now and firing. And if Australia can get Cook wickets, as I said, if they can get rid of, you know, either Cook... Oh, give that out. LBW umpire, surely, unless it's come off the bat. Oh, okay, it must have come off the bat. But if they can get rid of Cook and get rid of Joe Root, you know, and then I think 2, 3 and 5 are going to fall pretty quickly, to be fair. So that's a good bit of fielding. It's actually going to keep it to 1, to be fair. So we do get 1 ball at Stoneman, the other left-hander. He has played 1 game in the shortened format. I'm going to change my length. I'm going to go for a short ball just because of the players that we do have back. And he has rocked back, cut it away, not going to get anything. First over done and dusted, 9 runs for the Poms, and we will chuck this in. 159 Ks from Mitchell Starc. You would not believe that. So England, we've gone through obviously their batting. I think the bowling, you know, the bowling is the same. I think they're really going to need both. I was going to say Alistair Cook, but that guy doesn't bowl. What am I talking about? It's going to really need James Anderson and Stuart Broad to stand up and I think get early wickets. I think if those two don't get early wickets, then England, my God, I'm all over the place, to be fair. I'm absolutely buzzing for the Ashes. I want to get in and try and watch it and get this video done and dusted as soon as I can, but you know, you just got to go and get it done. So I think, yeah, Stuart Broad, as I said, Stuart Broad and James Anderson, they are going to need early wickets. I think, you know, Jake Ball and obviously Chris Wokes are playing in their first Ashes series. There's a lot of players, not only for England, but for Australia as well, that are playing, you know, in that first Ashes series. So it'll be very interesting to see how that does go. I'm not sure if that has taken a little edge to Timmy Payne. It doesn't seem to have been. He didn't seem to be too concerned about it, but that one there has a little bit of extra bounce from Nice Gary, and he has gone and taken that. He's got Cook for 21 off just 10 deliveries, so that's good. He has picked up a wicket. He's got 1 ball left to go as well in his spell. We're going to change back around, get a big full one going, and hopefully this can turn, bounce, and beat the edge, which it has. It's found the edge, to be fair, and Nice Gary has gone and got another one. So Vince, as I predicted in the series, is not going to do a very good job of getting bat on ball, and that was not the case. So Cook scoring 21 of England's runs, actually scoring all their runs, to be fair. Nathan Lyon getting 2, Tim Payne getting 2 catches. A lot of people saying that Tim Payne is the best gloveman going around in the country. I'm very happy that he's back in the side, to be fair, because I've missed him, and he is a guy that he's probably my favourite wicketkeeper going around. He's probably the reason that I started supporting Tasmania as well, was because of Timmy Payne. So David Warner has played that one very riskily. Didn't even put in the dive. I was tapping away on the triangle button trying to get it done, but didn't seem interested, to be fair, in going for the dive. So we'll have to wait and see what Bancroft can do here. He's hit that one, I was going to say, straight to the fielder. First 2 balls, 2 run-out opportunities, possibly. And I think I did talk about, obviously, England's batting struggles. I think Australia are in a similar position. Obviously, with Cam Bancroft, new to the international scene, playing his first game, first international game at all, to be fair, today. So it will be interesting to see how he does go. He has been smashing runs for fun in the Sheffield Shield, so he'll be looking to carry on that form here. He's gone for a big swing, got no ding whatsoever, and we need 19 off 8, so we kind of need some boundaries quick. The one thing with this field is that you can go and take on the fielders quite comfortably. But if you do miss time one like that, then you are going to go straight to the man at the boundary, which is what has happened. Bancroft makes 1 in consecutive games. In now comes Uzi Khawaja, and a lot of emphasis on David Warner. As I said, Bancroft new. Khawaja has been struggling for form a little bit as of late, and that is surely a wide umpire. Thank you very much. Get that one rebowled. We're going to need it, to be fair, because we need 18 off 6. and it's going to be Stuart Broad, I would say, coming in to bowl the last over for them. So, oh, please give that a wide as well. Yes, come on, we need this. This is good. It gives us more time to talk about the first test as well. So the first test is at the Gabba. Now, Australia, I don't think, have lost an Ashes test at the Gabba in 31 years. So that is a very, very long time. And I think England, oh, I was going to say overthrows, no. I think they haven't lost that, and I think England possibly 2 years before that, or 2 years after that, possibly got a draw. But it has really been the mainstay for the English side. It has been a thorn in the English side for the first test of the summer. And Australia normally do look to get off to a very good start at the Gabba. For some reason or another, I just cannot time anything at all. We're just not getting anything. I'm trying to hit up over the top, to be fair. Because we need 15 off 5, so we need 3 a ball. We need boundaries here. We need 6s. We just need something. But we are getting tied up a little bit. There we go. Usman Khawaja. This is what we've needed. We needed Uzi to go and get in there, smash us a 6, which is what he's done first ball. That does make it a slight bit easier for 9 off 4. But anyway, my prediction for the first Ashes test, Australia win. As I said, they haven't lost at the Gabba in a very long time. 31 years. That is a lot of series. I think it's just in the Ashes, sorry. They possibly have lost a test somewhere along the way in those 31 years. But it has been a real fortress for them in recent times. And I think, you know, that's why they do play that first game there, is that it is so good. There's a lot of people that are familiar with it. Pat Cummins, as I said, it'll be interesting to see how he does go. I don't know if he has played. He would have played domestic cricket at the Gabba, but Australia win this one by 9 wickets, so pretty convincing in the end, thanks to Usman Khawaja coming out and smashing 16 off 3. We get there with 2 balls left to go, and as I said, my prediction for the Ashes, I think Australia are going to win the first test. I think they're probably going to win the series. I think 3-1. There'll be a draw in there, but I think the English will win a game somewhere along the line. I think, you know, Australia are inexperienced too, and I think one day it'll all just click for the English side. They've had a decent lead up to the first test, and a decent lead up to the Ashes series as well. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you think your prediction for the first test and the Ashes series in general is going to be. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please do subscribe. And until next time, ka kite anoa. See you soon.